Hello there, Anya. How's it going?
Hello, I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, I'm great, thank you. Just not except the airstrikes last night, but everything. And about our last live, about our tonight live, we had a few main topics maybe, and this will be nuclear power plant in southern Ukraine in Energodar, and then also be a Crimea platform, and the teams that were discussed there, and also we talked about the memes of the war, so just like maybe one way to describe the information about the war. Yeah. Maybe
Can you
you.
tell me a little bit more what was about the Crimea?
Yes, the Crimea. So the main theme, actually, of this conference was that if maybe 2 weeks ago we talked that Crimea can possibly be returned to Ukraine, we wanted our borders to be in a state of the 24th of February, and we were not talking about Crimea, we were not talking about Donetsk, DNR, LDNR, and now it's a main focus actually, and now we can tell that the war will be over only when the Crimea will be retaken by Ukraine, and this is the main focus of all the countries that were represented there. And the president of Poland, he came there, and it all was declared. And now we can even tell that all of our regions, Crimea became also a war place, so a battlefield. We have a lot of strikes. We weakened the we weakened the aircraft of Russia, and so it will be the main focus and for this war now.
Mm-hmm. I see. And what about the Nergda?
The situation is the same. Actually, many of the experts they say that it's nearly impossible to destroy this nuclear power plant and to create the second Chernobyl. But still, with all the missiles and with all the army forces that are gathered there, it's just still creating a tension in our regions, and people they are afraid of possibility. But even if this possibility is not existing, actually, it's hard to explain to people. So we just it's just about lowering the morality of the people here. That's why all these airstrikes and missiles they continue, and they probably will never stop by Russia.
Mm-hmm. And why is it impossible?
Yeah, it's hard to tell. I'm not a nuclear scientist, but in a simple words, they have so many layers of the defense. It's nearly 4 meters wide concrete walls. It's all the systems protecting. It's all the systems cooling down. So the worst thing that can happen is just all this nuclear liquid. It will drain out to the specific spaces down like underground the nuclear station. So this radiation it will not flow around Ukraine, around Europe, and yes.
Mm-hmm. I see.
And about all the latest news of the Zaporizhzhia, about the local news. Yesterday also we had another celebration. We had another holiday. It was the National Day of our flag, and it's also interesting that we had some problems with the colors of the flags. They're all different, but now we have seen like the standard made by Pantone. It's a famous French firm that taking about the goals and have the global color of the year and all other stuff. And we also talked about volunteering because basically the Zaporizhzhia is the biggest southern city that is not occupied at the moment, and which is like the center of the logistics, with the center of the volunteers. We deliver a lot of foods. We deliver a lot of goods to occupied territories, and we've got a lot of support, a lot of help from UNICEF. They're sending us a lot of products, and also about our volunteers that making masking clothes for our forces, for our army, and they are making raincoats, and we start to prepare for the winter, because the winter will be harsh and the winter will be cold, and now we need to change the ammunition to be more invisible, to be more, yes, just basically. And our last news, basically, but not the least, it's about the teacher from Zaporizhzhia region, from Melitopol. She was awarded yesterday, was last few days. She was awarded as national
Legenda.
national legend award. Yes, and she basically showed that again the bravery of our nation, because the thing was, she was in the Melitopol, right? The Melitopol is occupied. A lot of forces there, Russian army, they shoot at people, they use bombs and other stuff, and she just used our flag. So basically, our flag now is an appropriate symbol in Melitopol, and she just make the code out of this flag and show to everyone that she is not scared, and she was awarded for this. And I think that we have actually thousands of such people, and it's just maybe an example for them that their bravery somehow it will be paid back, that they are not unseen, they are not forgotten in these territories, and they're still Ukraine. It's really important, like with Crimea, that when we talk about Ukraine, we talk about Crimea, we talk about Kherson, Melitopol, and other occupied cities.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I work a lot with teachers because I'm the director of the school. That's why I really know that when you deal with children, you are like a mother having a lot of children. That's why it's much more scary to say something against the government, to fight for something, because you are like responsible for those children and you have to protect them. And that's why in many, many countries, and we have seen it many times through all the elections, the teachers are usually very they're following the government
Yeah.
usually. It's really hard for them to fight because they are responsible for such many children. And that's why I as a director of the school, I also value when the teacher has the courage to talk for themselves, for the truth, for something that they really believe in. So it is really a huge courage and heroical act of this teacher.
Yes, thank you, and we hope with this bravery we will continue. It's just another step to our win, and I want to thank you for this dialogue. I want to thank you, the Georgia, again for all their support, and it's all the news for today. Yeah.
I wish you good luck, and I wish you victory, and let the Ukraine be free.
Thank you, thank you. We sure will be one day.
Радіо на дотик. На дотик.